Guys, I want to go on a bit of a rant all about grammar here. I was just working on a collaboration with another YouTuber. Hello, how are you?
Not bad.
Good. The video that I'm working on with this other YouTuber is all about the difference between the simple past, which is like saying I ate, like I ate an apple, and the present, what is it called? The present perfect, I believe it's called, which is basically saying I have eaten. So difference between I ate and I have eaten. Now, I've eaten, I ate. These are obviously different. These have slightly different meanings, but the reality is they're not actually that different. They're actually relatively speaking quite similar. And what I think is quite fascinating is a lot of people will look at these kinds of grammar tenses in all languages, by the way, not just English, and they'll be like, they'll get so stressed about getting the right one. But the reality is these are such similar tenses. They're so similar in meaning, so that if you mess them up, you're still going to be understood. And it's a minor mistake.
Yeah, so we'll do the video, we'll do the brainstorming, and then I think we should try and set dates to have this done, like phase it all out and go from there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See you, man.
Come on.
I'll see you then.
See you in a week. Well, it's been a week actually, so.
Yeah.
See you, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I never see that tall. I thought I was sitting before.
So I think you need to look at, are you getting overly stressed about a specific grammar point when you don't really need to? And on top of that, I'm really frustrated about this, to be honest. Why the heck, I need to understand this, I need to understand why people try and learn grammar the way that they do. Like, literally, some people, their brains default into, I'm gonna learn about this grammar tense by watching all these videos and reading all these textbooks and reading books and journal articles and blogs, all that stuff. This is great, this is fantastic. But the reality is that you can't just learn a grammar tense simply by reading stuff and watching videos. Like, you have to actually go and practice it, put it into use, and get feedback on if you did it correctly or not. So whether if you're doing that in a written form and you're writing stuff and you're getting someone to correct it, or you're getting someone to look it over, whether you're doing it in a spoken form, like, it doesn't fully matter in that sense, but like literally just watching videos and just reading blog posts. I gotta walk, actually, I can't sit. I got a lot of energy. And just watching blog posts, it's not gonna be enough, guys. Like, you have to be practicing it. Like, get a freaking language partner. There's lots of worksheets and stuff you can find online. Like, there's so much you gotta do, but you gotta like practice them to make sure that you can actually get the real-time feedback and you're doing it properly and you understood it properly. You also need to absolutely understand that I think some people think that the grammar is gonna take, a matter of weeks to figure out, but sometimes it's gonna take a lot longer. Like in Chinese, there's a grammar point about this term ba, right? Like B-A, right? And it's interesting because that took me probably months of consistently hearing it, consistently kind of thinking about it, until finally my brain started to figure out, like, oh, I understand how this term works, because it's so freaking different than English, right? So sometimes it takes a heck of a lot longer than people want to admit to themselves. So anyway, let's wrap the vlog up there, guys. Talk to you next time. Bye.